Oh, you're gonna record me. Cool. Okay, really quick. What are some common objections that everybody gets? Okay, so I don't know anyone and email them to you. What else? I can text them to you. Email, text them to you. Okay, cool.
I don't know if they'd be okay with it.
I don't know if they'd be okay with it. That's a good one. Okay, if they will be. Okay, what else?
Someone just straight up say no.
Well, straight up just say no.
Yeah.
Oh, what else?
Oh, I don't give out names.
I don't give out names. Okay. I don't do that. Okay, Karen. Any other ones?
To check and see who I could give.
Wonderful. Anything else?
Let me ask them first.
Let me ask them first. Okay. That's a pretty good list. Okay. Now really quick, who's got their approach memorized? Hands up. Okay, so that's the first reason you're not getting recommendations. So just so you know, this is the one thing that you need to have memorized. Absolutely. I know we say like cut food, read the manual, have fun, smile, or click the PowerPoint, right? At this point, yeah, that's added on there. But if you don't know your recommendation approach, I don't know. It's like recs are the lifeblood of your business, right? What do you need to drive your car?
Yes.
Gas. Your recommendations are the fuel to keep the vehicle, which is Cutco, running to live your dreams, right?
Mm.
So you have to know your rec approach. So everybody just take 2 minutes really quick, look at your rec approach. I just want you guys to like read it over in your head like 5 times. Let's see if anyone can like memorize it real quick.
Page 14.
You want to give $10 to anyone who doesn't know it?
How about
Or a peeler?
Yeah,
To anyone that
I'll give a peeler.
whoever didn't raise their hand, if you get it memorized in the next 2 minutes, Jacob will give you a peeler, which you can use
I didn't raise my
for this next part I'll tell you guys about.
I don't know.
Yeah. This is doing better like right now. Good. There's no where- it's like, pick up stuff on it, take it over there. There's no good figures, I'm not sure if I didn't show the first references, so I'll take that to jot down fast. I'm just kidding. That's another way to do it also. I'm not just really taking five snaps, but you want to put it up.
Look at this thing. Goes forward, backward, the blade swivels, you can hit your potatoes. Look at this thing, it's awesome.
That's what I'd say.
Okay, I feel like it's been 2 minutes. Anybody got it memorized that didn't have it before? Okay, let's try it, Chris. Come on, let's hear it. You're a new rep.
Come on, Chris.
Let's, yeah, you're new. Let's come on, let's hear it.
All right, Mr. Jones, how did you like it?
It was really good, Chris.
Good, good, good.
That's why I bought a homemaker from you.
Love it. One of the greatest options that we have. So, if you could do one more thing for me, if you could just take out your phone, it's one part that's really gonna help me. I can only work through recommendations, right? So I need you to think of just 10 people who you may think may like to cook, or because you bought the homemaker set today, someone who may be very interested in just looking at our cutlery. They don't have to buy it, but of course, if they see a product that you like it, they can buy it today. And I want to let you also know that if you can give me 5 recommendations, you automatically become one of our sponsors. And if you can give me 10, you become a double sponsor. Now, when I get 50 sponsorships, I get a free piece of Cutco cutlery.
What's in it for me?
Right? I get a piece of Cutco cutlery from my manager, and then eventually I'll just raffle it off to one of my customers.
Okay, cool. So that was really close, but you definitely need to study it a little more. So you did not earn the peeler. As much as I want to give this to you, it was not up to par. Yeah, really close though. You're at like 90%. Just that last little bit make a huge difference. Anybody else want to go for the peeler?
Anyone not have?
Come on, guys, it's a peeler.
$55 peeler.
Literally. Okay, so this is why you're not getting as many recommendations, by the way. Not to be rude or anything, but it's like, hey, Miss Jones, how'd you like my demo?
I loved it.
Great. Well, there's one more very important part, and this is where you can really help me out. So really quick, can you pull your phone out? Okay, wonderful. So I get credit every time I show Cutco. That's what you forgot. And I get paid every time I show it, but I can only show it to people that I'm personally recommended to. So while I'm cleaning up, what I'm going to need you to do is just jot down like your closest 200 friends, right? Great. So you're really helping me out. Thank you. Boom. And you just leave. That's how I do it. Now you can say 200 friends. You can say 10 to 15. The way I do my demos, I can kind of do that with them, right? And why I can also do it is this is not a really great example just because it's a brand new kind of book, but I've got this thing, right? I've got my pages of recommendations. So I flip this, they see these full pages of recs, right? And then I give them their page. Eventually, they don't make these anymore. This is for my like old kit, but everybody should get a binder. You can buy these from $5 from Jacob, I think, right? You should have a couple. $5 from Jacob, best $5 you'll ever spend. Nice little Cutco recommendation binder. Instead of a notebook, it works. And then what you do is you find 7, 8 friends and you have them just write out like 40 or 50 people on each, like full pages, right? So that way you're like, okay, Miss Jones, 1 second, let me find your page really quick. And you're just flipping through full pages of recommendations. If she sees that literally everybody else gave you 40 recommendations, what do you think she's going to do? She's going to give you a full page or more. She might be competitive, right? And what I would do is buy a piece of Cutco that's like really attractive, like a cheese knife, right? And just have like a record set, like 100 recommendations. Like, Miss Jones, if you beat this record, you get this cheese knife right here on the spot. No shipping, nothing. You don't have to wait for it. It's brand new, And then you get them with records, right? I remember Michelle Paul, she couldn't afford Cutco that day, right? Her husband was out of a job, which I didn't know. She's a stay-at-home mom. She couldn't afford it. I didn't hold it against her. But, she was in the homeschool network and she knew a lot of people. So I'm like, okay, how can I make this worth my time? I raffled off for her a record and she got a peeler, right? She gave me like 6 pages of names and numbers. She didn't buy. Do you think those 6 pages of rec spot though?
Oh, yeah.
And you know what I did at the very end? That's really important, right? You'll want to write this down. You want to make sure you have the customer, if you have time personally, text their friends on the spot that they're coming. Do you guys have the text approach for that? Yeah. I don't know what your guy says. I'll let you know what mine says. And it's been working really well. So it's like, hey, just wanted to let you know that Mirza, my Cutco guy, will be giving you a call. He's paying his way through college by showing Cutco. You don't have to buy, just listen and he gets credit. And then in parentheses, she put, I did just get a cute little set, wink. Thought you'd be able to help. He's super nice, smiley face.
That's great.
Right? Because she bought a set, she bought a studio. She was just like an HM, she was just honestly not an HM30. She was an H60 plus. Like all she needed was a studio. Like she did not need more. But she got a cute little set. That's one, they get to see that word set that one time before the appointment, right? Before you even say set, they see the word set. Great. Now, on to handling objections. If Mrs. Jones is like, I don't know anyone, what you say is, so is what you're really saying, Miss Jones, is that you don't know anyone that would buy Cutco, right? Because usually, isn't that what they really mean? That's a smokescreen objection, right?
Yeah.
They're really saying, I don't know anybody that would buy. Because you guys are all great reps. Jacob trained you, or his offspring did. Yeah, his branches, right? Those are offspring. He's dad. At least that's how it was. Carly was my mom. I was her kid. That's just how it works, Yeah. So it's like, you guys all sell. So they're thinking, I want to find other people for you to buy because they want to help you, right? They just helped you. They separated themselves from their cold hard-earned cash to help you pay for school, to help you hit your promotion, whatever your goals were. They're thinking, I don't know anybody that would buy. What you say, Miss Jones, I'm not looking for people that you think would buy, just nice people like you. I'm looking for lookers, not buyers. People that'll look. They can window shop with me all day. If they don't buy, I get credit anyways. Can't you just think of like 7 or 8 people? I know you know a ton of people, Miss Jones. Like it really helped me out. My goal is to do X number of appointments this summer. And I can only do it by getting recommendations from every single person I see so I can keep it going, right? And you just get real with that. When in doubt, get real. Cool. Next objection. I'll email them or text them to you. That's when you're like, hey, listen, I know you really want to, and I know you mean well, but here's the thing. When I leave, Cutco usually gets put on the back burner. That's just reality. And totally fine. You've got a life, you've got kids, and things are going to come up. You may forget. And I don't want to have to hassle you and go, blow your phone up to get those recs to your recommendations. So why can't we just think of 3 right here on the spot? And that way I don't have to play phone tag. And if you think of more, great, but that way I at least can replace this appointment with another appointment. Yeah. Number 3, I don't know if they'll be okay with it. This is when you pull out the big guns. This is really important. This is where you're
I
like,
love that Chris, the new rep, is jotting notes down. That's
Yeah.
great.
great job,
He's
Chris.
gonna be a great rep.
Yeah. Even just for that, peeler, Chris, keep taking notes. Boom. So it's like, Miss Jones, I don't do referrals like most salespeople. Now, I don't want to call someone that's angry and doesn't know that I'm calling them. So what I have every single one of my customers do is send this text out, the text that I just told you. You send it to them on the spot there. So you're basically sealing the deal, assuming it. This is the text you're sending. I'm sending it to you right now. That way your friends are going to have 3 or 4 days to see the text and let you know if they don't want to hear from a nice college kid. I promise I don't want to get yelled at on the phone, so I'll just cross their number off. The company's not getting this. It's just me. I wouldn't do you dirty like that, Miss Jones. Cool. If they're just like, no, it's like, is it no because you don't know someone that would buy, or no, you don't know anyone? I know you're more popular than that, Miss Jones. Just turn it into a joke. Make them laugh. When in doubt, use humor. Number 5, I don't do that. That's when you say, yeah, I wouldn't want to give my friends' numbers out to a big, large sales corporation either. There's so many spam calls going on because that's what they think is going to happen. You say, actually, I'm the only one that's going to be calling them. And then basically the rest of those, the same objections get handled. So thank you guys.
Thank
Appreciate it.
you.
Awesome. Thank you.